Welcome to the Crack of Dawn. It's Dawn Lombardi, and it's the last episode of our spring season. It's May 20th, and here we have Lucia Dostal. She is here. Her mom's been on the show. Her brother's been on the show. But she's a real deal. She's, hi, Lucia. How are you?
Hi, everyone.
We're having so much fun. So we just met outside in the parking lot. She is done with her, how many years have you done at Berklee?
2 years.
So she is a Berklee School of Music student, which is like, I already looked up the percentage to get in. It's not easy. And I already looked up a ton of people that went there. 2 Aerosmith people went there. And then, who was it? Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones. We were like, who went there? Amy Mann. Voices carry. I think that's about abuse. I'm not sure. Hopefully it wasn't her. But great. Is the campus still at the top of Newberry Street?
Yeah,
Oh, it really
right
is?
there, Back Bay. Mm-hmm.
So when you're in downtown, because she lives in downtown Crossing, right?
Yeah, I do.
So you go all the way to Newberry Street. So you take like what, train B or
the green line. Any of them go right to
Green
Hines.
line, yeah.
Yeah.
E, I think E was Green Line. I remember that. It's so great. I love it because I went to BU, so we loved Boston. So Lucia has a new album out. What is the name of the album?
It's a self-titled album. So
Okay.
Lucia Dostal.
Okay, and she's gonna play like a few songs. They're all originals. So everything she's playing tonight is original. And your next show is Thursday night. This coming Thursday night. Hopefully we air by then. But it'll be May 4th?
May 23rd.
May 23rd,
Yeah.
Thursday night at the Breaking Room. Where is it? Like Boylston?
It's at Cafe Nero. It's through this company called Breaking Sound.
That's great. That's
yeah,
great.
yeah, I'm
In
really
Boston.
excited. My
I can't
first
believe it.
acoustic
That's a
show.
huge thing. So we're going to let her, I'm doing a portrait of her. Now, just so I don't lie, because a lot of people are like, whoa, Dawn, that's so great. Well, I painted her mom on the show before, and when you're singing and talking and moving around, it's hard to do it. And so when people say like, oh, how do you paint horse races when they're going through the finish line? And I'm like, oh yeah, I just do that live. No, I use a photograph and then I trace it. And then it's called paint by number, and you got to be really good at it. And I'm pretty good at it, so and a lot of artists do that. So, just not to act like I just whipped this thing up. This is what I did, and it's called a opaque projector or a camera obscura. And so let's go. So she's gonna play the first. One of the greatest songs she wrote is called "Wild Child," and so it's kind of about a kid that you saw like observing.
Yeah. I was on this hiking trip in the White Mountains in New Hampshire, just a few hours north of Connecticut over here.
Yep.
And I was at the top of a mountain with one of my best friends, and we saw this little boy running around, and he had bare feet, no shoes on, kind of dangerous on the mountain.
What were the parents like? Oblivious? Just like,
no
just let him do whatever. Oh, no parents.
No
Okay,
parents.
he's probably going to grow
nice.
up a millionaire.
Like-
Yeah. I know.
And he was just totally covered in dirt and like looked truly wild.
And
so.
not like having tantrums and breaking down or anything. No cell phone running around with it.
No,
just
he was
completely
like
nature.
6 or 7. Like he was like a little kid.
I love
Yeah,
it. See,
yeah.
and there's not a lot of parenting like that anymore. So this first song is called Wild Child. Lucia is going to perform it. I'm going to work from this photograph, which is going to be a lot different than working live. And let's hear it. So here's Lucia Dostal from Northampton, Massachusetts, my hometown. And we can't wait to listen to it. So go ahead. Great. Enjoy.
Wild child, you belong to the forest. Wild child, you belong to the trees. Wild child, you run in the sunlight, bare feet, scratch your skin and a look in your eyes that I've never seen. You are free and at peace and just where you want to be. With the moss and the sand and the mud all up in your hair. Oh, wild child, you know something we don't know. Wild child, live your life carefree. Wild child, when you're little, you're Mother Nature's baby, not yet polluted by society. Late in the rain like a little kid, you could have hid, but you loved the way the water's pouring down. And I believe with all of me that no one's more connected to the mountains and the sea. Oh, oh, oh. say ignorance is bliss, and I will stand by that. I'd love to know what you don't know and build my life around that. Oh, wild child, you belong to the forest. Wild child, you belong to the trees. Wild child, you run in the sunlight, bare feet, scratch your skin and a look in your eyes that I've never seen. Oh, wild child, you know something we don't know. Wild child, live your life carefree. Wild child, when you're little, your mother nature's baby. Sit on the forest floor and talk to the fairies. Sit on the forest floor and talk to the fairies.
Love that. I love that. That was just from inspiration from seeing a kid. And what do you like? Go right home and can't wait to record it, or like do you like type stuff into your phone to remember like
stuff,
things?
like while I was hiking, like during that morning where we saw
you
the
put
kid,
it on like notes
as
in your
we're hiking,
phone?
like maybe the wild child belongs to the forest or
and
something.
you put in little like things and excerpts, and then you go home and write it. And then your mom, like recently, they built this like crazy music studio in their backyard, which is so cool because they also have a chicken coop and birds. I saw the birds. Oh, it's so cute. But like literally, like you know when people. They buy a house and they're like, oh, we're going to put in a pool. And they put the pool in like, 5 miles from the house. And it's like, what are you thinking? Like now you got to go in and tell the kids to get out of the water because they could drown by the time you get to the kitchen. It's like, put the pool next to the damn like patio. It's so much easier. You dive right in, you can see everybody. So literally your music studio is like within steps.
Oh yeah,
from
you
her backyard.
You can see whoever's working in there. You can see them straight from the
kitchen. And you can be as loud as heck.
Mom's still in there.
And can you like Ozzy Osbourne out and nobody can hear you?
Oh yeah, no one can hear.
Nobody can hear, so it's
unless you open the windows, then the whole neighborhood
but total
is like
soundproof.
Free show.
It really is soundproof.
It's very soundproof.
So see, that's a plus. Yeah. And then her mom's my age, which some kid at school said, Mrs. Lombardi, Mrs. Party. Some of them call me Mrs. Party. Yeah, I go along with it. I love it. I'm like, oh yeah, Mrs. Party. What do you need? And yeah, but some of them, the Mrs. Party, I forgot what I was going to say, but it's hilarious. But yeah, it's like, geez, you just come up with these things just from like at work. Craziest things they say. So Wild Child, great. So that's like the #1 hit right now. And then, how many songs on an album like do you have to do? I know Taylor Swift came out with 30. I thought that was too many.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I think it's kind of too many. It's kind of like serving like 3 rounds of dessert at the same time. It's like just save it. But I don't know. Maybe she's like can just bang them out like that. But
she must have had a lot going on.
It's just a lot, yeah. And so does it take a while? It's like painting for me. It takes a while to like get inspired and like,
Yeah.
So
I think it definitely comes from like a bunch of different things that I do. And then some things I just write because I'm like, oh, this can be make-believe. And
don't you think that most musicians, even if they lie about it, like it's got to be like what they're writing about has to do with like the personal issues, right? Like things they've gone through. I mean, you have to, because where would you get the inspiration unless like it's got to be like it's just with the lyrics and all the poetic stuff that you can come up with these great things. So how about the next song? What's the next song?
The next song is actually a song that I recently wrote like a month ago.
A month ago?
Brand new.
Really?
Very brand
good. And it's oh my God. Are you going to perform it this Thursday?
I'm going to perform it this Thursday as well, yes. But you guys are the very first to see it.
Oh, I can't wait. What's it called?
It's called Stranger.
Stranger. Oh my God. I'm so excited. And then did you perform this one at the Parlor Room? Because I saw her at the Parlor Room in Northampton. Was it the Parlor Room?
Yeah, it's the
Parlor Room, Northampton. Very fancy. I mean, if you're playing downtown Northampton, like that's enough. That's huge. It's like playing Portland.
It was such a beautiful venue.
It was
like
packed.
It was great, and the sound was amazing.
The sound was great. The girl you played with was fantastic.
Yeah.
Didn't you have another backup, or was it just the two of you?
It was just the two of us.
And it's just going to be you on Thursday?
Yeah. I'm really
excited. Gosh, I can't wait. I can't wait. And it's kind of exciting because you can always add a drummer or somebody else if you really want to.
Yeah.
Everybody wants it.
Yeah.
But, oh, good. So we're going to hear the next one. It's called Stranger, and I'm going to keep painting, and it's coming out great. Looks like she's holding a dog, though. It's a guitar. So we got to make it look like a guitar.
It's a dog.
Like it's a small
you put a tail
pet
on
therapy
it'll
dog.
Be perfect.
Yeah, you had to bring the poodle with you. Okay, so keep going. Stranger, I can't wait. Woo!
So
Let's
this
go.
song I actually wrote I took a lyric writing class, so a songwriting class. At Berkeley. And this is the first like lyric writing class I had ever taken. I haven't really sometimes you just don't think about the lyrics and they just totally just come out of you.
Yep.
The way that Wild Child I feel like kind of came out of me.
Yep.
But this song.
This one was more like.
This was definitely more like curated and more like.
Yep.
And I wrote it based off of a song by Celeste called Stranger.
Who's Celeste?
Just like a really great artist. She
Really?
had a song placed in, if anyone watches Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso. Okay, we're gonna look it up. Ted Lasso.
Hilarious.
Really?
So funny. You should see it.
And Celeste is on that, Ted Lasso?
And Celeste is on that.
Okay, we're gonna look it up.
And
so this is inspired?
This was inspired
all right, cool. Can't wait to hear it.
by that.
All right, and by the time we finish this one, Rich is going to come out with the 10-minute thing, and then we'll start the second episode. It's fantastic. So I'm so excited. And it's not going to look like a dog anymore.
There's no more weight to your words or a long for your must. I'm erasing the prints where we first fell in love. Crumble like sand, we built castles of trust. While fighting a current that took both of us. Isn't it strange being strangers again? When I still know you like the back of my hand. Isn't it strange being strangers all over again? You don't call me, and I can't even call you a friend. I guess you're a stranger. Do you remember our very first date? You took me to a rink and you laced up my skates. We spent all night talking till the stars ran away. And now it's been months since I've seen your face. Isn't it strange being strangers again? When I still know you like the back of my hand. Isn't it strange being strangers all over again? You don't call me, and I can't even call you a friend. And the aftermath, is this the right path? I made a bloodbath without you. The heartbreak, we were so close to fate, almost in the right place, nothing left to pursue. You're just a man who took off and ran, flying, but will you land? It hurts 'cause I know it's true. Had to say goodbye to you. And hello, stranger. Oh, 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 oh. Isn't it strange being strangers again? When I still know you like the back of my hand. Isn't it strange being strangers all over again? You don't call me, and I can't even call you a friend. I Guess I'm the stranger in the end. Oh, 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 oh.
I love that one. I love that one. I don't know. It's got a Neil Young twitch to it, like a Harvest Moon kind of thing going on. I love that.
Thank you. Oh my
I
gosh,
love it. I
Dawn.
love it. That's so great. So that one was like, was it kind of like something that one of your professors like asked you to like come up with
It was
for like
a final
grade?
project.
It was?
It was, except for just the lyrics part.
Right.
So I just basically wrote
Really?
a huge
You're
poem.
kidding.
Yeah, and then like last week started to add some.
So are you
melody
doing
stuff to it.
performance and songwriting? Both?
I'm doing mostly songwriting.
You are?
stuff. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
huge. I
Studying,
can't believe
but-
it. Well, you know what? Elton John wouldn't be famous without that guy that wrote all his songs for him. I forgot his name, but he wrote everything. And it's not even his lover. It's like a total other guy. It's crazy.
I never would have known.
No, he wrote everything. Like every single song Elton John like sings, it's like another guy. And then Babyface, thanks Rich. Rich Conestrero on camera, director tonight.
Yeah, Rich.
Woo! Yeah, and then Babyface was a big deal. I think he wrote a ton of songs. I don't know how many people write their own songs. I think a lot of people do.
I think they do more now too.
I
like
think
back
so,
in
too.
the 2000s, like there was a lot of songwriters behind the scene, but now like most of the artists also write.
And
their
there's
own
so
songs,
many. I
feel
mean, is
like.
GarageBand still a deal or
Yeah.
is that old school?
GarageBand? It comes on the Mac, you know.
Yeah, so it's
don't
not
know.
like, what's the new thing that people are recording on?
People record a lot in Logic and Pro Tools and
Oh,
Ableton.
Pro Tool.
Pro
Okay,
Tools
I've heard of
probably
that.
is like, it's like a studio standard, I think, around.
And are you allowed to
places.
use all this stuff or do they ask you to like not use it?
You use it,
You
yeah,
can use it.
yeah.
Yeah, they want you to. Yeah,
yeah.
it's
It's
like-
really fun to use them too. Like you can mess around with so much stuff.
I think it's great. It's like when people send their kid off, they're like, okay, no more cell phones. You're going to camp in the middle of the woods in Vermont and we're taking everything away from you. And like, you wonder why kids are like, you know what I mean? How can you do that? You give kids a cell phone and then you're like, give me it. You know? Yeah, when you can do everything on it.
They'd be
You can
really,
do-
they'd be wild children. if
You
you
can,
did
I
that.
right,
You just
like
turn around,
wild child.
send
I
them to the
know,
forest,
I know.
Out with you.
I can't believe it. So I'm doing, it's fun here. It doesn't look like a dog anymore. It's coming along.
Wow.
I got to do the white shirt. I mean, you might see a little, you know, as you know, I do a lot of this with a lot of my sports paintings are like this because I trace them out and then it's really paint by number and you got to be good at it, which I am. But, you know, you can't draw a horse while it's running through the, you know, fast, you know what I mean? People are like,
I'm just
how
as
did you
fast
do
as
that?
a
And the
horse.
horse is like this
Faster
and the
than a
guy's like going, it's like, of course I didn't do that live, you know? So, yeah, that's how I sneak my ESPN stuff and things. A lot of house portraits, things that just, you just like can save a lot of time from sketching. But like you, when I went to college, like I couldn't use a tracing machine. I wasn't even allowed to use black and I got tons of black here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I wasn't even allowed to
They
use
said
black.
no black.
No black.
Wow.
Nope. So
Strong
everybody's, but Eric was, your dad was kind of musical.
Yeah,
I mean,
he played the saxophone,
yeah,
right?
But
Runs in
he
the family.
encourages it. You know what I mean? Even though he's an eye doctor guy, it's like he encourages it. It's not like he's like, okay, you're not doing this. I mean, my parents were kind of like, you know, you might want to go into teaching. And it's
And here you
exactly why
are.
everybody's kind of like, oh my God, I need another degree. But, you know, I mean, I'm at the tail end here, so I've got like a couple weeks left. So it's hard being a teacher, and it's like June. I'm so glad. So what are your
Almost there.
plans? Because we're going to go into the second episode, so she may as well not play another song until second episode. So what are your plans like this summer? Because she lives in downtown Crossing. You're going to sublet your apartment, right?
Yes, so I'm subletting my apartment.
Did you get a normal person to sublet that you don't have
I
to worry
did.
about?
You know, a friend from Northampton.
Perfect.
That's the way to go.
Who?
We live
the
close
drummer
enough.
on Crescent Street?
No.
What's his name?
Izzy, the
Yeah,
drummer.
no,
on
not
Crescent
him.
Street.
Not him.
Not
Oh my
him.
God.
Not him. It's actually one of my, someone I went to elementary school, one of my brother's friends' brothers.
It's perfect.
You know how it goes like.
And they
somebody's
just want to move to
cousin,
Boston,
somebody-
get a job. What's the plan for them?
They're doing an internship. Same one as last summer, so trustworthy.
Oh, that's
because he's been there
I know.
before.
I know. That's perfect. And then when the summer hits and he goes out, then you move back in.
Yeah.
Now, what about your roommate? Or you don't have a roommate?
My roommate is staying in Boston this summer.
So she'll stay with him?
Yeah, she'll stay
Oh,
with him.
that's so easy.
So it's nice, so she can also watch over, make sure nothing
I think
bad
it's great.
happens.
Any animals or anything?
No animals.
No animals, so
No.
that's good. And what about, do you love downtown Crossing? I mean,
I do love downtown. It's really fun to live a little away from school.
That's
you know,
what
it's
I'm
where all the
thinking.
bars are.
plus it's government center, right? That's
Yeah,
your
government
stop.
center.
Government center. Don't you like go up? I remember just big steps, and then there's like a big clock and a tea kettle like hanging. I can't remember.
And there's tunnels underground.
There's tunnels underground.
You walk under
plus,
the orange and green tunnel.
and I
So
think
cool.
like literally like where all the hookers hung out was the what did they call it? What did they call
That's why
that?
we avoid the tunnels.
The Z
sometimes.
zone. What did they call that? Where all the hookers hung out? The combat zone. Right.
The combat
zone
zone
was right there.
Where's the combat
It's
zone?
right where you are, but it's like I think it's
Where all
like
the
dwindled
hookers
away.
hang
Yeah,
out?
it's kind of dwindled away, but like Murray, I don't know if that's still there. Yeah, it's kind of like right in between there. Tufts University is like the center of that combat zone there. But I wasn't really nervous when I was walking around there. I mean, do you ever get nervous walking about in Boston?
Only a little bit because like sometimes I leave so late from school
Right.
and I get there and it's like midnight and
And your government center.
and like there's this guy in the middle of the street banging on a drum with one shoe on and you're like gonna avoid him as I go to my punch in my
It is.
coat.
You're right. If you're coming home late at night, and it is funny. Do you carry stuff like mace and things like that?
Yeah.
You do. So
got
do
my
I.
pepper spray.
I got some in my car.
Yeah,
Don't
just in
steal
case.
my Honda CRV. No car there. You don't need a car.
You don't need a car, no. You just take the green line straight to Hines from Park Street. Sometimes
so
I take Government
easy.
Center too, but
Now, when you
sometimes.
perform on Thursday night, like, what do you have to bring? Same thing as you bring here? You just go with your guitar?
Yeah, just go with my guitar and they have a microphone and a PA system there, so
Is it
I'm
like
really
near?
excited.
I'm trying to think where it is.
It's on the corner of Ed Gurley Street and Mass Ave. It's
it's on
right
a corner of Mass Ave.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So
right
not
by the CVS.
more. What about more towards Northeastern or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
More
okay.
towards
I know where it
Northeastern.
is.
And
okay.
the Whole Foods on Westland Street.
Oh my
like,
God!
over
Sunset
there.
Grill, is that still there? I used to love
I
Sunset
don't
Grill.
think so.
What about? Oh my God! There were so many crazy. They're right. All the bars. She's 21 now, so I mean, come on.
She's
it's so fun.
21.
I
Yes,
mean, you
she
can do
is.
whatever you want when you're. Oh my God! It's so fun. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna finish this. We're gonna do a second episode. She'll do a couple more songs. She's got plans to go to LA this summer, right?
Yes.
Can you
she
believe it?
does.
Now, will the whole family go, or just you? Maybe your mom will come out with you.
Just me.
Just you?
I'm going. I have a
By
lot
yourself?
of friends there who are
Okay,
actually
that's good.
moving. I'm like tallying up the list. I'm like, oh
don't
my
know if
gosh,
I could
wait,
do
I
it.
actually know a lot of, even from high school, some people are out
That's
there already.
crazy.
So
I don't
it's-
know if I could do that by
really cool.
myself. I mean, I could do it with like a buddy that I'd be like, holding on to for dear life. But like some people are so independent like that. I think it's great. I think people think I'm like that, but I'm not. I need like a partner to go with, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's the thing. You just have to leave it and go.
Yeah.
I think it's great. So Rich, I think we got like 2 more minutes probably, right, Rich? We're not sure, but we are going to wrap it up. I'm obviously
sure.
working from a picture. She sent me this picture, which is great. And again, have something when you're painting. Sometimes I even take a piece of tape and I just tape it right here because then you can match your colors. You can even, like if you're trying to do skin color, you can even just take it right off of here and put it right on the picture and you can tell.
Oh wow.
She's gray. And she's.
I'm gray.
Yeah, we're not into heroin at this point in our lives. But right, you got to get the color,
At
you
this
got to
point
match
in
it.
our
Right?
lives.
But yeah, you got to match the color, and so sometimes you just paint right off the picture, and it comes right off. It's very easy. So we're gonna wrap it up, and thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for tuning into the Crack of Dawn.
Thank
And
you,
we'll see you the
Dawn.
next episode. A couple more songs, and we'll get to know a little bit more about Lucia Dostal from Boston, Massachusetts, Berklee College of Music. Right on the corner. It's right on the top, Newbury and Mass Ave, right? Isn't it Mass
Yep,
Ave and
right
Newbury?
over-
And that's right where you grab the exit to get on the Pike to go
Yeah.
home. So it's really quick. Yeah, I mean, a lot of things have changed. Tower Records was right there, right?
Yeah.
Tower Records was part of like Berkeley's, I think, main campus. We hung out there a lot. I can't believe Tower Records is gone. Now where do you guys hang out for like music stores? Guitar Center?
Guitar Center closed
Is that
too.
it? It did? I mean, what else? Where would you go to like buy a guitar in Boston now? I'm trying to think.
There's one a little further down, like in Fenway, that we go to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And there's still really good gigs. So they still have like TT the Bears, lots of good places in Cambridge.
Yeah, lots of good places.
Lots
in
of good
Cambridge.
places in
People
Cambridge.
go across the Charles a lot.
I can't
Yeah.
even believe it. I'm so excited. So if you're May 27th, Thursday night, what time is it going on? Like 6?
May 23rd,
May
7
20
p.m.
7 p.m.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then you'll
playing
do
at
a whole
7.
show, like a couple hours?
I'm playing a 30-minute set, and then some other people are also playing after me.
I think it's great.
So, yeah.
I think it's great. Well, thanks for coming on the show. Tune in for episode 2, and we'll be right back at you. We are not changing our clothes. We're staying right like this. See you in a second. Bye-bye. I think
Nick Augustino right here at the East Side Restaurant. We always have the complete full dinner menu. Knockwurst, bratwurst, sauerbraten, potato pancakes, red cabbage, rice pudding, cream pies, all the desserts that Germany had to offer. I always do something different. Yes, I do. I brought seafood to the beer garden at the East Side Restaurant. East Side Restaurant, your German destination restaurant in Connecticut. Tiki-taka, hoy, hoy, hoy!
I'm your host, Kurt Barwis. Today, I have a very special guest, Dr. Andrew Lin.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Veterans Corner. My name's Chuck Wooden.
Decision for ourselves for this week, if we want to be made well.
Hi, welcome to the crack of dawn. It's Dawn Lombardi. I'm starting the painting. It's going to be the clips with some water. Love it.
He took me on the sets of Lost in Space, Batman.
Everybody has a story. What's yours? Until next time.